Hi everyone, this is Johanna again. Namaste, my friends. The goodness in me sees the goodness in you. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I wanted to bring you another talk, and this little series is going to be about the chakras. So I get lots of questions about this. So I really wanted to go into depth on these. So I'll do a little video on each one, but this is the kind of introductory video telling you, like, here's what the chakras are if you're unfamiliar with them or you're not quite sure what it's all about. And here's, basic things that they relate to, that come up, that need to be healed, or if they're open, closed, all those kind of things, which I'll go into more detail here in a second. So if you're going, huh, what? Yeah, I'll get into that here. And, if you're liking this, please don't forget to subscribe, and thank you. So, just getting started here. The chakras. So, you probably heard this kind of thrown out in everyday language now. It's kind of a trendy thing, right? Maybe even seen like the colors. So probably a little curious, maybe just kind of like, what is this all about? The chakras themselves are spinning wheels of energy. That's what the Sanskrit kind of translates to. So spinning wheels of energy, and there are life force energy, also known as prana. So they are generally described in the body by a circle at different areas of the body. And if you've seen like the little chakra decorations, they relate just like the rainbow. So red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. So similar, right? So kind of think of each one relating to a place in the body that is a center of energy. And they all line up on the spine. So some of the chakras, depending on like if you're looking into more in-depth things or Chinese, or it's like it can be a little varied, but this is the generally accepted format. So they are traditionally written about as having the 7 spinning energy centers. So they're within the spinal column. The first one is in the root chakra, so that's kind of, there's no polite way to say this, between the perineum. So that's the first one. This is like your center of feeling comfortable, feeling safe, feeling good. So I'd like to relate it to, like, if you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that's kind of how the chakras work. If you're not, don't worry. So yeah, the first one is the root chakra. And I'll go into more depth on these and further issues. The second one is going to be your center of sexuality. So also your center of creativity, which, if we don't have our first needs met, we can't meet these second needs. So that's how it relates, if that makes sense. So then the third one is at the solar plexus right here. And this is our center of power. This is who we are, who we feel we are as the essence of our person. Or you'll often hear like higher self. So that's what that relates to. And then your next one is at the heart. And the heart chakra is, just like it sounds, like center of love, center of healing, enlightenment, all of those sorts of things. And then next is the throat chakra. And this one relates to speaking our inner truth. So this is saying what you mean, meaning what you say, speaking your truth. That's the throat. Then next, we have our third eye. And this is where you start to find the opening for enlightenment in theory. And it also relates to just having intuition, connection to a higher sense of being, connection to, a greater purpose than yourself. So depending on what your beliefs are, it could relate to whatever that is. And then the final one is on the head, on the very top. And this is where you find that you connect to a greater spirituality. And this is like not related to any sort of religion whatsoever, just related to feeling connected to other human beings, feeling connected to something bigger than yourself, greater than yourself, knowing your, the word is dharma, life purpose, life goal kind of thing, and going into like this higher plane of existence essentially. So these chakras can either create harmony within and without the outer world, or if they're out of balance, they can create great dysfunctions in the person. So you hear about things like anxiety, right? Or depression. So these can relate to just a chakra being out of balance, which is not to say, please take your meds if you need them. No problems with that, right? But it could be something that has happened to you in your life that's thrown it out of whack. It could be something, traumatic that's happened. Or sometimes they're wide open, which means that they're like too sensitive. So, kind of like if you're familiar with the idea of an empath, that you just pick up everything around you and you have no way of shutting it down. So that's what that relates to. But hopefully that gives you a decent little introduction. I want to share just a really cool quote with you before I sign off. It's on our journey through life, the chakras are the wheels that take the self, with the capital S, along our evolutionary quest to reclaim our divine nature once again. And that's from a book by Anadea Judith. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I will follow up next with the root chakra. I look forward to seeing you soon.